Hello, I cut my hair. Please don't make a big deal out of it. Hi, everyone. How you doing? Good to see you all. We are back with another episode of NevaeH. This is episode 3 of Paradise Lost, and things are getting interesting. Before we get into all of that nonsense, I want to show you guys something that we've been working on here in the background here at R4T Collectibles. We've been looking into ways that we can create really cool stuff and bring it to you. As I know you're all D&D fans, so check this shit out. Boom. What is it? This is a hydro dipped D&D box where you can keep all of your personal collectibles, including dice, miniatures, and stuff like that. It's wood burned. It is sealed. It will not be sticky. It's got a nice soft bottom that'll keep it from scratching any surfaces, and it won't fall over and stuff like that. The handle does absolutely nothing, but it's pretty. And it does have a mini locking system right there in the front, fully hydro dipped all the way around with the logo on it. This is still just a prototype. There will be a product commercial next game where you guys can actually check stuff out, and these stuffs will go on sale July 1st. If you're interested, don't feel obligated, but if you're a huge fan of D&D, you'll like it. Additionally, now please ignore the wax on this one. I had fun, but we've also created this for you here. This is a dice jar. Inside of here is a full set of dice for D&D. They are floating inside of a resin container. Each one will also have a very specific label. This is just the prototype label, so ignore it. And a special little charm for your viewing purposes that you guys will be able to check out and enjoy. The tube is completely reusable. It is cork sealed and then wax dipped on top of that. Again, I had fun with the wax. Like, have you met me? I like wax. It's fun. But both of these will be fully revealed next week, and where you can buy them and stuff will be available come July 1st. So if you want to know more of that information, make sure you check out the YouTube. It's just like the Twitch/Roll4Trauma. It'll also be dropping on the TikTok, which is at Roll4Trauma, and you guys can see all of that amazing stuff. But thanks for checking out the ad. You know, we don't have sponsors. We sponsor ourselves. Anyways, I'd like each and every one of the players to say hello. How y'all doing?
Hello, how y'all doing?
How y'all doing?
Hi.
That'll work. From left to right, please tell the people who you are and who you play.
I am Onyx. I play Amaris Tureen.
Yep. I'm Cole. I play Demas Andreas.
I'm Robin, and I play Kaida Deandera.
I'm Deontay. I play Ren Folkor.
I am Violet. I play ZZ Mulhias.
And I'm Oak.
Oak is our special guest NPC for this game, Game 3. He will be playing a recurring character that will be here for the players. In what way, we will find out. I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, Oak's just going to be hanging out in the background until his character is revealed. Do we have any questions, players?
Oh, mercy.
I was scared. Should we?
Hey, okay, Oaken Coco. Did I say that right? I think I said it right. Oaken Coco, thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. That counts as a roll me. So, audience, if you donate 500 bits or you subscribe, we get to roll the dice and see what type of chaos will ensue. It's actually funny. I was just looking for that note where all of that stuff's written, so that chaos could ensue. I don't know where I left it or what. Oh no, it's on my desktop. There we go.
Thanks, Oak.
So we will roll a fabulous d20 and see what number y'all get. This is my fancy DM box right here. I'd love to sell this to you guys, but I didn't make it. And we're just gonna see what happens. We're gonna go with the white dice today. Oh, a 3. I almost want to re-roll it.
No, 3's a great
Re-roll it,
number.
re-roll it, re-roll
I
it.
mean,
Re-roll,
three's like
re-roll,
my
re-roll.
lucky number. That's
We'll
a
leave
good
it to the
number.
audience. Do
Hey,
you want
I
to keep
think you're
the 3
lucky.
or do we want to re-roll it?
I think what this number should choose say if we want chaos.
Oh, we've got one for both sides. We got another re-roll. I think the audience has it.
The audience has it out for us.
The audience has it out for
You
you.
are
Yeah,
Yes.
they
correct.
really do.
All right, we'll
Ew.
re-roll it. We'll re-roll it. Whatever number we get, we'll toss it up between the two. 13. Oh wow.
Plus 10.
That's interesting. Okay, so I'll leave it up to the
damn.
chat. 3 or
I
13.
don't like.
Write what you want in the chat. 3 or 13. I'll leave it up to y'all, and then I'll just tell you what happens a little bit later on. Players, are you ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Bring
right.
it on.
Oh wait, we can't start like that. What happened last game?
I was waiting for it. Are we just gonna not
Alright.
do it? I was like, dang, this is.
Also, we got
brand
lots
new
of 13, so we will be going with 13. What happened last game, players? Let's give us a recap for all the audience.
So many things.
I'm panicking because Kaida's sister got shot in the wing and fell out of the air at the end of the episode. Like,
Yep.
Essentially, we show up in Kaida's hometown, and her sister is not very happy to see her after she's been gone for like a shit while. But she's been dead, so she's just like kind of dealing.
Yep.
And then they break into a funeral, and then
Ren sneezed really loud.
everybody got arrested at one point.
Yep.
We did do that. We then went to the blacksmith's house, who was Kaida's best friend for forever.
he's
And
my
he
best-
left us there, and
We found
Kaida
out he was
and-
conspirating with orcs.
yeah,
Yeah.
works. We met up because we heard a battle horn, and Zizi was like fucking ready to go. She like blades out. I did pass out for a second and see my kid catch on fire again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a thing.
I forgot about the entire woods. Shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, real quick for an
The whole
inspiration
what?
point, can anyone other than Kaida tell me the blacksmith's name?
Hey, Kavir? K-Bar, Kavir,
You want to confirm that, Kaida?
Klondike Bar.
Kavir Bloodaxe.
Okay,
look
perfect.
at
Ren
me,
and
now
Kaida,
it's-
you can both have one inspiration point.
Yeah.
As a reminder, in this campaign, inspiration points can be used to either A, reroll a die of yours, B, reroll a die of somebody else's. If you offer it and they choose to accept.
This
Love
later
that.
is how I'm gonna remember this exists.
So after we heard the battle horn, we all ended up meeting back up because that's when right before that was when Kaida and Amaris were back at the tree burial place, and there was a very touching, sad moment where all of us cried, where Kaida made amends with her sister. Halo glowed there.
Mhm.
Don't know what that means yet.
Kaida and Alora glowed too. Everyone
Oh yeah,
was
also
glowing.
that. Yeah, there was a lot of glowing.
Excellent.
When we met back up, we told Kaida and Amaris about the orc trader situation. They went to help Kaida's sister, and that's when she got shot in the wing. I took Halo, and me and Ren and Zizi started running towards the desert to go get Kavir and beat his ass. And Halo leaned into my ear, and only I heard her say, "I know." And that's the only words she's ever spoken.
Oh, why did that give me goosebumps again?
I know.
You're
Every
welcome.
time. Ugh.
Don't like it, but it's noted, and we are running.
Mhm.
Zooms. Zoomies. Zip zooms.
Okay, then it sounds like we are all set. I'm going to roll a d4 and figure out if we're going to start with the desert people or with the town people, since the group is divided. I rolled it, but I didn't decide anything.
People.
Well, okay, the desert group or the town group. Desert group will be 1. Our odds town group will be even. It landed on my keyboard. All right, we got town people because it's a number 4. All right, town people. That is Kaida and Amaris. Are y'all ready?
Yes, I'll ever be.
All right, Thunder Buddy.
Thunder
You
Buddy?
just finished watching Alora gets shot out of the sky, one of her wings pierced by an arrow. She comes crashing down. At that same moment, orcs have infiltrated the town. They are breaking things, hitting people. And you two find yourselves not necessarily in a blockade, but with plenty enough orcs between you and Alora, as well as any other townsfolks. Now, this is not going to be an ordinary combat session here. There are 3 enemies max that you can fight at once. How this will work is super simple. Pretend it's one enemy, you get a standard action, maybe a bonus action, but for every additional enemy, you get an additional standard action. It will not break your attacks, or it will not create attacks of opportunity to attack a second enemy. Consider yourself surrounded. They will not all attack at once, but one will hit and will hit harder. They are essentially glass cannons though, so you can defeat them with some level of ease. Do you have any questions to how this works?
I just forgot how combat works, so
I'll give you the real quick how combat works for you. When it's your turn, you get to choose a standard action, which is attack or move. After that, if you have bonus actions that you want to do them. You can also move as a bonus action. If you move twice, then you cannot do any attack. You can attack and move, or you can move twice. Attack can be any type of spell that you want to cast, any type of weapon that you want to use, or an item. Now, it does not cost you to sheath or unsheath a weapon, but to swing that weapon is a standard action. It does not cost you to take out a potion, but to use that potion is a standard action. So don't feel like every single thing has to be rolled. Just think that if you want to create an action for your character, that's what must be rolled, not the little details in between. So if you have 3 enemies in front of you and you want to attack 3 enemies in this specific combat, you get 3 standard actions, plus a bonus action or 2 as is necessary for your characters in your character sheet. For you specifically as a druid, if you wanted to transform standard action, and you would still have 2 more standard actions which you could turn into attacks.
okay. All right.
In the meantime,
guess-
I will need you both to roll for the word I just forgot because I just said all
Initiative?
Initiative. Thank you.
Initiative.
Roll for initiative.
21.
Very
Oh.
nice.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
3.
Okay. 23 modded.
Yes.
Okay, so Kaida will be going first, then Amaris, then the orcs. Again, it will not be 6 orcs attacking. You'll each take 1 unified damage, and I'll explain what has happened.
Okay.
In terms of their weapons and
Kaida-
armor, don't worry. They are literally right in front of you. So go ham. Go ahead, Kaida.
Kaida is first going to make sure her shield and her sword are at ready. She's going to turn to Amaris. I don't know what kind of magic you have, but if you can use it to get me closer to my sister, let me get her back up into the air. And then we can go after that fucking bastard.
I don't think I have any. I could give you a boost to getting past them without being seen, but I don't have anything that will get you there faster.
Can we go together? I would not want to leave you behind.
I mean, I can shift into a black bear and you could ride me if that's what you want to do.
That sounds good to me. Here, let me add us some guard. And she'll raise her sword into the air as she casts Spirit Guardians. And she calls 4 spirits to protect her. They flit around her in a distance of 15 feet for the duration. Because she is lawful good, her spectral forms appear angelic in form. Just golden figures as they swirl in kind of a vortex around them. When the creatures start their turn, they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
As she's casting this, can I shift into my form?
No, you'll have to wait until her turn's over.
Okay.
The orcs will have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yes, on their turn.
On their turn. Gotcha.
All right. And I am. She'll also. Oh, wait, no, that's one action. Yeah, that's her turn.
Do you want to take any additional actions?
Can she use her bonus action to ready, to jump onto a Mars?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Okay, cool.
And that's my turn.
As the creatures appear before the orcs, each one kind of takes a shuddered step back. Do either of you speak orc?
Does.
Kaida does? Okay, Kaida, so you're the... Wait, Amaris?
No, I have both of the languages of the realms and Druid, Elvish, and Common, so no, I don't speak Orc.
Kaida, you can understand them very clearly say, well, we weren't expecting this. But Amaris, all you can hear is... Okay, cool. All right, Amaris, your turn.
Okay, so I typed black bear, but I meant brown bear.
No worries, I understood.
Okay, so I am going to shift, and before I shift into a brown bear, I'm going to say, Kaida, can you grab my clothes? And then I'm going to use wild shape to shift into a brown bear.
She'll grab. She jumps on.
In case you didn't remember, it's a cloak. I am still naked, so all you have to grab is
She just puts it on. Puts on the cloak. She has 2 cloaks now.
And then, can I speak when I'm in this form? I'm just curious.
No.
Okay. I'm going to, I'm gonna charge towards, like, try to charge through them.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It
Like,
does.
just,
So you're basically gonna do bear athletics. So I'm gonna let you do an unarmed strike. Actually, I have the brown bear sheet. Let's see if anything. We're gonna make this a little fancy for you here. Go ahead and roll for your claws attack to almost clear a path, and then I'll let you charge through afterwards with athletics. So even if you miss with the claws, you'll have a chance to charge through with your athletic roll.
okay, so I am going to be rolling an attack, and it's not, I don't know, just a d20 then, right?
You're gonna roll, yeah, you have a d20 plus 6 to hit.
Okay, so it is going, so I rolled a 12 and plus 6, so an 18 to hit.
Oh, that's definitely a hit. Are you targeting more than one? You have 3 in front of you.
I mean, I do have multi-attack.
It won't be
I could do
necessary
one
for
with-
this.
Okay.
I just want to know if you're hitting 1 or if you're going after 3 with this roll.
I'm just trying to.
Okay, I'll
Get
say all
them
3,
to-
almost like a cleave.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So
Like-
go ahead and roll for damage.
Damage. Okay, so the damage for the bite is a die 8. So. Ugh, okay, so I rolled a 3 plus 4, so, or sorry, plus, yeah. Oh no, it's a die 6. I'm sorry. I looked at the wrong attack. Okay, so 2 plus 4, so I got 6 of slashing damage.
Perfect. Now go ahead and roll in athletics. This is just a base athletics, so roll. You have plus 2 for that. D20 plus 2.
Okay, so I rolled a 17 on the die, so it's a total of 19 if you're using my modifier.
Okay, that'll work. So immediately as you shift into bear form and kind of hops onto your back, like you guys have been practicing this for days, you stand up on your hind legs and they got a little bit of a roar as you push them, which does some pretty decent damage. And they're not dead, but they're looking worse for wear. A few are kind of like, I don't feel like getting up, not fighting a bear. But none of them are dead. It does clear a path that allows you to push your way through the only remaining standing ones, and you've got in a decent 30 feet away. They are still, there are more. the entirety of the town is being invaded. As you guys continue your approach towards Alora, I'll roll percentage dice to see if you encounter more and how many more you encounter. Keep in mind, they do have different abilities, and the rest of the town is being attacked. At this specific time, buildings are starting to erupt in flame. Meanwhile, Demas, Ren, Zizi, you guys have made it out of the town in a short way into the plains area that connects to the Saxon desert. As you're heading towards it, you can see footsteps or footprints that somewhat match Kavir's size, though unless you're specifically tracking, which I believe you were at the end, Ren. So Ren, you would know, like, okay, these most accurately match what we saw beforehand. What would you three like to do? And Halo is there as well, not doing a damn thing. Being carried
Yeah, she's
football
just-
style, right?
Yeah, I got a baby on my hip.
All right.
This is super familiar for him.
Ren, have you found him yet?
We're pretty close by. So just to make sure that we have the game plan down, we're going to subdue and interrogate, not kill.
Yes, we need to make sure that this is actually what is happening before we just murder the man.
I'm gonna put my daggers away. Gosh, damn
I feel
I
that it
can
may be
go by.
beneficial to allow Kaida the opportunity to deal with it herself.
Okay.
I
Can I
don't
roll
know.
a perception to see if I can kind of scan out the area to see if I can kind of see his form? Like, because we're following the tracks to see if he's within, like, eyesight, or is he, like, super far?
Do you want to roll perception to follow the tracks, or just to look for a character in general?
A character in general, because I know I'm going to follow the tracks anyway, but I want to see if I see a body out there, just in case.
You can roll a perception then.
Woo! That is a 13.
You do not see any character in general.
Ooh. You know, you would think within the desert, since there's nothing to really hide around, that you would see him, but... Okay. And then I'm going to kind of keep following the tracks and just... Let's go!
All right.
As you guys continue to follow
Right.
the tracks, you see that they kind of dip into this little cave that's been carved out of one of the sand dunes that's a little bit more crag and rock than just sand.
Hmm. Do you suppose he's hiding?
I would if I was
Probably.
him.
He knows what he did, so it only makes sense for him to do it.
All right. I think I should go first.
I think you're absolutely right on that.
Could be an ambush, and as fast as Ren is, I'd be able to quickly react.
I'm pretty quick myself, but I also agree with you. Demas, watch Halo. Don't let anything happen to her.
Of course.
ZZ, let's go.
All right.
So
We're
Ren and
gonna-
Zizi are going in?
Yeah.
And just staying out.
This is staying back, but in eyesight.
Okay, gotcha. Look, in eyesight, like, are you...
Like I can see where they're going.
Okay, gotcha.
Like I'm keep. If they need anything, I've got distance. So
Okay. As you guys go into this cavern, it's not very deep, it's very wide, and it is lit. It looks like almost like a dugout encampment from some fight years ago. But there are torches that are lit. There doesn't seem to be anything outlandish standing out, save for the person who is tied up on the ground a few feet ahead of you.
Zizi is going to draw her swords and approach and see if she can recognize this person.
Gonna have daggers in hand ready just in case.
You would absolutely recognize this person as Kavir. His arms are bound behind his back. His body is tied in almost a ladder bind from head to feet, and there's a cloth gag around his mouth.
Javier? What the hell? Okay,
Why you beat us to it?
Kavir goes, "Ooh, ooh."
Ren, untie him. or ungag him. Do not untie him.
As you say that, you hear footsteps approach, and into the light of the flame, a new person shows up, and stands just before the body.
Oh God, he's really hot.
He's hot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's hot.
Zizi is going to point her sword. And who are you?
Put it down.
You did not answer
He's
my
bound.
question. Who are you?
Thank you. I've been searching for this piece of shit for a couple days.
That still does not answer my question.
I think I will ask the questions around here. Who are you? How'd you find me? How'd you find him?
Can I roll for stealth to kind of sneak along the walls and the shadows while he's having this conversation with ZZ?
Are you attempting to stealth out of his view?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll for it. I'll let you know if it works.
You're. Um. 19.
Nope.
Damn.
Wow.
You do start to move into the shadows, but his eyes are like very clearly tracking you.
We were trying to track this one. We believe he's been conspiring with the orcs.
He has.
And you were also hunting him?
I was. And I found him.
Obviously.
Obviously.
So, what do you intend to do with him?
Time to kill him. Not now. After we bring him in.
Bring
Where
him
are we
in.
bringing him into? I'm going to kind of step out of the shadows. I clearly can't sneak around.
No, you can't. You're a short guy, but you're not that short.
Listen. Before we get hot-headed here,
Who's
Ren,
not headed here?
don't worry about it. Okay, so you've captured the man. And how do you know he's conspiring with the orcs?
Just a hunch.
It's a hunch. You can't bound and gag a man just for a hunch. I mean, what are you? Are you
Say
some
that,
kind
but
of
I've been
hound?
tracking him for a while, as I said previously.
You've been tracking him on a hunch. Well,
Why have you been tracking him?
What's up, Demas?
Yeah, Demas is getting a little nervous because they've been in there for a while and he's heard nothing to
True.
my knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
And so he is going to approach the entrance kind of to the side to kind of listen better
Gotcha.
because he obviously lost visual.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a percentage die, and I'll let you know how well you're hearing the conversation.
Percentage die around here.
You're like, percentage die?
Right, it's
No!
26%. So
26? You're making out like every other word. Not even a full conversation.
yeah. I suppose that if we bring him in, he will have to face justice. But we can't take him now. The village is under attack.
Yeah. That's what I just found out from this fucker.
So
let's go.
go
Let me
where?
take him in.
And fight?
Yeah, why not?
Fine, but can we trust you to hold on to this thing?
I think we could.
All right then. What, are you just going to sling him over your giant, beefy shoulders?
No, I'm just gonna drag him.
Oh, that'll do.
I am looking for someone. So
Someone
Let's
else
see.
you're hunting.
you could say that. But let's be off. Get out of this musty old cave and
I'll have you
All
guys
right.
pause right there, because you're about to leave the cave and you'll reconnect with demons before you head back into the town. So let's see what's going on in the town. Let's roll a percentage die and see what y'all are encountering next. Oof. Okay. Collectively, y'all are encountering 5 more orcs. One is standing back a little bit with a robe, which is a classic D&D term for he's gonna cast spells. What are y'all going to do?
I am like I'm in like mama bear mode. I'm trying to get Kaida to her sister at all costs. So like if somebody gets close to me, I'm rearing up, I'm slashing, and I'm still moving forward. Like that's all my movements is moving forward. So all my actions are just
Gotcha. And
trying to
Kaida?
get her to her sister.
And Kaida is maintaining the concentration on her spell while also like using her shield and her sword to kind of just try to slash away at anyone who's coming up behind them as they continue forward.
Perfect. Are the spirits that you summoned following y'all, or are they like in combat and fighting stuff?
They're centralized around Kaida, like within 15 feet in like a vortex.
Okay, more like a cone, so like left flank, right flank, rear.
Like full circle, like it just moves with us.
How many did you summon again?
It's here. I'll describe the spell again.
Oh, it's okay. I've got it up.
Okay.
Oh, just spirits in general. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. No
Yeah,
worries.
it's the range is self. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That'll work. The orc in front of you is holding what looks like just a branch. And the branch starts growing little vines and they're sprouting out. Slams it into the ground. Amaris, Kaida is still on your back. So Amaris, I'll need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
15 on the die, 19 total.
You did not beat it. The ground below you cracks and then it turns into liquid, a mud, a slush, effectively stopping you from proceeding forward. You are now sinking.
Can I shift back and cast?
Not your turn.
Okay.
Kaida, it is your turn. The spellcaster is about 45-ish feet away.
Before the start of my turn, can I use my reaction to his to cast a spell with my feet?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Just gonna pull that up real quick. Aha. So she is going to stand up on the back of Amaris and push her arm out in the direction with her sword still attached, kind of just pointing it at him.
Mm-hmm.
And a flash of light streaks toward the creature, and I'm going to make a ranged spell attack. That is a 12 plus... That's an 18.
That's a hit.
To hit. All right. Got the clicky clackies. I need one more. That is 6, 8, 9 points of radiant damage. And the next attack roll against him has advantage.
You have additional attack rolls on your turn. So I'll just keep that in mind. The radiant light streaks out from the tip of your sword, almost flowing from your arm and across your blade in one swift movement before this orc has a chance to respond, and it strikes him directly where he's standing. He drops down to a knee and catches himself on his literal branch and kind of stands up a little bit staggered for growling, and he goes, "How dare you!" And Mars, you can hear, and that's about it.
You sound like me in a bar.
Kaida, it's your go.
She will start like walking towards the edge of Amaris's body and kind of try to like jump towards solid ground. Around how much space is that?
It is 15 feet centered around Mars.
Okay, never mind. She's staying there. She's gonna use her action to do that again.
Okay. You'll have advantage on this one, so go for it.
You're in the way. Move. That's a natural 20.
That's a natural hit, then. Do you want me to describe it, or do you want to describe it?
You go ahead.
Okay. As soon as you say move, you don't even have to raise your sword. The light just begins to manifest, almost like little streaks forming into a ball, and the ball compresses itself and shoots out almost like a laser, and it pierces into the orc, engulfing it in this radiant white flame. It screams for a minute and it raises its staff in protest as if to try to cast one final spell, but it falls over and collapses. The ground begins to re-solidify. Amaris, you are still in it.
Can I try to get out of it as I see, like, I'm assuming I'm seeing the ground starting to become solid again. Can I try to, like, roll to get out of it? I know it sucks because Kaida's on me, but, like, I don't want to become one with the ground.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an acrobatics.
Kaida, seeing this with her bonus action, could she have just prepared to, like, get off?
At this moment, you're out of combat because that thing's dropped dead. So if you want to take the action to move to get off, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna just try to, like, stay level, and as soon as she feels like she can leap, she will.
Real quick, the
Okay.
Spirit Guardians is concentration.
Yes, I have not taken damage.
Right.
You said an athletics roll, right?
Yes.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah. I don't know if y'all have ever seen a bear combat roll, but for the first time, as the ground begins to solidify, Amaris has the geniusness of putting their big ass paws on the solidified ground, doing a straight up like arm up with their body and rolling onto the fresh surface, with Kaida jumping off of their back and landing beside them safely. Just for shits and giggles, a building explodes in the background and they don't look at it because they're that cool in this moment.
Look, that's like 3 nat 20s, and we're just
Yeah,
starting.
y'all are killing it, like literally.
Listen,
not for long.
Feeling all the luck, huh?
Okay, that
You know how
20
been playing
redeemed
with luck
last
gods.
week's wasted nat 20. That's all I'm saying. Okay. What time
Behind
are we on?
a couple of the village houses that are set ablaze, you can hear sword fighting, spell casting, and what sounds like your sister.
I'm gonna motion with a paw.
Get back
like,
on Amaris!
and then I'm gonna hightail it again.
Real quick before we get there. Oh, sweet. Great number. I'd like you both to roll a perception check. Unfortunately, I rolled below your passive, so
21.
just see if you notice it.
No.
I thought it's 21.
You got a 21? Okay. Amaris?
Okay.
You're still in bear form, and as you're
Yeah, so I can't communicate unless it's gestures.
your eyes are just a little bit wider as a bear for you to see Halo next to a building that is on fire. Halo's head turns to you, and her eyes blacken, and her mouth, the jaw like drops to like unethical proportions, and black liquid spews out as you continue to run past a log. Once you pass, like that log passes your peripheral, she's not there anymore. Let's see what the other players are doing. Demas, Renzizi, and a person who hasn't introduced themselves are each walking out of the cave. There is a very tattered blanket underneath Kavir as Kavir is being dragged by this unnamed person.
He clutches Halo just a little bit tighter, looks down at Kavir, looks back up at this gorgeous man. Good job, but who the fuck are you?
Is he with you?
This one?
Mhm. That's
Yes.
Grandpa. We
Okay.
love Grandpa.
That's great. Fuck you.
All right.
You guys didn't go in with him. I saw you go in. What happened?
Demas, it's probably best to not ask too many questions right now. We're still trying to determine if we're going to kill him or not. So for the
That's-
time being, since both of our, goals kind of match up right now,
Right.
let's just go with it.
Okay, I mean, we can walk and talk. Like, we can do both.
Yeah,
We can.
I agree. Walking and talking is great. The first question, and
Hmm.
probably the most important question. I don't really care what your name is. What does your workout regimen look like? I mean, you are huge.
ZZ, there is a time and a place
Not
for these
the
types
moment,
of things.
babe.
We don't know much about this man, and quite frankly, he could jeopardize our entire mission of
Yeah.
interrogating him. So,
Well,
let's
like it
focus on
wouldn't be
asking the right
super
types of
easy to
questions.
just sever all his arteries at one moment. Like, come on. I just want to know what he does to build muscle.
I mean, 55 squats, 55 bench presses, 50.
I can't believe this man is really. Oh my
We
goodness!
can
Jesus Christ.
walk and talk. What is
Yeah, we're
that with
walking
you,
and
by the way?
Don't worry about it. It's unimportant. This is my child. Our child. My apologies. This is Halo. Not important. What happened here?
Let's go.
Yeah, we're walking.
All right, so
Can
you
I
all
attempt
are
to take
walking
the
back to
gag
the
off
town
of-
at this time. Your pace is a bit slower because you're still dragging a body behind you and carrying a child. But you can see that the city, the outpost, is getting worse for wear. It's one of those. It's nighttime at this point, and you've got that definitive glow over the city of fire.
That's not good, but we'll deal with it when we get there. Can I ask what happened with this fucker? And she points at Kavir. Do we know anything yet?
Well, this one, the tall one, the buff one,
The hot one, right?
he says that he knows or has a hunch that Kavir has been conspiring with orcs. He has been hunting him for a long time, took him down, bringing him in for questioning.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, he's thinking on it for a minute. This is a lot to take in.
Can we take the time to ask him some questions before we get back, or is that just out of the question?
Do you guys normally just converse with each other while someone else is in the same presence as you, or do you just...
Look, you still haven't told us your name. If you tell us that much, at least we might be able to get somewhere.
We might even be able to invite you into the conversation.
Oh, okay, fine, yes. Excellent. Shorty, it's Toby.
Toby,
Toby.
please. It's a sensitive subject.
I'm gonna turn to Demas. Demas.
I got it.
Demas.
It is a sensitive subject. I would recommend avoiding calling him anything in reference to his height.
I'm gonna walk around behind Demas specifically and start just pick up the nearest rock and just start carving a face into a rock with one of my daggers, just stabbing it aggressively since I can't stab this man because we don't know much about him just yet.
All right, Toby. I am Zizi Malhayas. This is Ren Folkor and Dimas Andreas.
And that's all you need to know. Now, can we or can we not speak to Kavir and figure out why he's such a treacherous snake?
Kavir's
No
like,
offense, Zizi.
his mouth is still gagged.
His mouth is a little full right now, and
We can unfill it.
I mean, we could
That's how mouths
unfill
work.
it, but should be going here? I mean, there's a fucking fire going on out
Yeah,
there.
we've got some people handling that. This, though,
How many people are there?
Don't
A few.
worry about that information. I'm going to roll to attempt to take the gag out of his mouth. What would I
You can
roll for
successfully
that?
take the gag out of his mouth
Oh.
unless anyone wants to contest you.
Is anyone going to try to contest me?
Definitely not me.
I'm going to look up at Toby. Do we have a problem with me asking him a couple questions?
Yes.
Is there anything you're going to do to solve said problem with me asking him a couple questions?
Wouldn't you like to find out?
That would be why he asked. Yes.
Well, if you're not
Not
going to let
helping.
us ask him questions, then I'm afraid we're just going to have to stay with you until we resolve this battle, and then we all can ask him questions.
I
Yeah?
mean, we can talk to him, I guess, if you want to right now. Already talked to him. He didn't want to talk.
Oh, we can make him talk.
Okay. Go
You'll
ahead.
find ZZ to be convincing.
Go ahead, Ren.
I'm going to take the gag out of Kavir's mouth.
Fuck you, midget! I'm not telling you shit.
Zizi's gonna kick him in the head.
I'm going to slit his earlobe. Listen here. Listen here, you
Immediately,
little
he's like,
shit.
ah! And he's like doing like this worm thing as he's still tied up.
You have the audacity to talk to us the way that you did when we're literally the only thing saving you from whoever the hell this guy is. And quite frankly, the only reason why I haven't murdered you yet is because Zizi said that we should take the nice route and not kill you. So,
He goes,
start
oh,
talking.
you're trying to save me. Dragging me across the desert is trying to save me. That is so
I could drag you
interesting.
into a pit and get rid of the body, because quite frankly, it won't take much to do you in this state that you're in. So, you should really choose the tone that you're using with us right now. Just saying.
Hey there.
I'm not going to stop him a second time.
Zizi's gonna like crouch down to Kavir's level and like kind of pat him on the head. You really want to tell us what's going on? I really think it would help.
Ask away.
Have you been, perhaps, just by chance, possibly conspiring with the orcs that are attacking the town?
Why, yes, actually. We like to trade in Yuan-Ti flesh and tails. How much do you go for?
Well, considering where I'm from, and considering what that goes for nowadays, I would say probably your weight in blood.
I'm just gonna look at Zizi just impressed. Yeah,
We're just shocked. Like, she.
Now, do you want to try again, or I'm going to have to ask the hard way?
You're gonna have to ask the hard way. There are no
damn.
laws anymore. So go ahead. I'm not telling you shit.
I'm gonna reflexively cut his other earlobe so Jesus keeps talking shit.
You see him kind of like,
I am
and he
most-
grimaces.
Okay.
Is this what we're gonna do for the next, while...
You shut your mouth. Listen, sir,
Ren,
we have some. Yes.
unfortunately, I agree with Toby. Right
I do
now,
think we
there
need
is
to
a
go back to
war
town.
waging in the city, and we need to go find Amaris and Kaida. We need to make sure
Right.
they're safe.
I'm gonna go walk over towards Demas, stand next to him, and just stare at Zizi. Who are you?
Listen, all I'm saying is there is a war,
I
and
don't
we
wanna
need
hear
to
it.
protect our own.
I don't want to hear it. Let's go. I'll never admit
However-
that you made a good point, and I'm just gonna start walking back
Listen,
towards the
I
city.
can make you feel better. You could always wipe your butt with the gag before you put it back in his mouth.
I'm gonna turn back
By all
to
means.
Kavir and just have the most devilish grin.
Okay, listen. Huh. What do you want to know? Let's just not do that, and I'll answer some questions. Like, what? What? No.
So you are conspiring with the orcs, yes?
Me and the orcs have relations.
And how long has this been going on?
Basically, since the first calamity. Lots of orcs came back, and it was clear that they saw it as an opportunity, and I wanted to be on the right side of war. You would have done the same thing, I'm sure.
It is not for us to determine which side of war is right.
The
There
people
is
living it
no
get to
right side.
determine which side is the right side. History books are not written by the losers.
What do the orcs want with the Asimars anyway?
They don't specifically want the Asimars. The orcs have been claiming territory and spreading out. There was a druid temple somewhere in the woods that they burnt down. They made that an outpost. They've just been growing in numbers, and who can really blame them? Don't you see what's happened? The Aspero domain spread out and waged war. The Saxon desert closed up its borders. Even people from the Nyx lands are coming over and spreading this weird disease. Everything's changed. They call it the fervor. I don't know. If you're throwing up white stuff, then just stay away from me. No matter. The orcs have always been strong. It's always been a back and forth. But brutes like orcs don't really care how much of their soul they lose. They have quite the ambition for conquering. And they are really good at it. So, should I side with the pacifist, plant-loving Asimars and elves and random assortments of people who have done, frankly, nothing for me and mine except watch the outpost slowly erode? Or should I side with the people that actually care that I'm a fucking blacksmith and can make something out of myself? And the people that are actually being triumphant? Because when shit gets worse, and if you haven't been around, it's gonna get worse. I know I'll be hiding nice and safe in the center of that beautiful orc encampment. Or you can keep flying away with the Aasimar birds. I'm sure you'll survive just fine.
I know better than anyone the desire to be on the winning side of war. But it does not seem to me that this village has done anything to provoke this, and killing innocents is not the way to do it. They are civilians. They have no militant force.
There's no such thing as a civilian anymore. I told you, there are no laws. Why do you think all the major kingdoms have locked their doors? They're trying to maintain some aspect of civility. But in the wildlands, fucking anything goes. In the last 25 years, militant groups have left, abandoned us. Everything that we knew and loved and considered order has been defiled. The fact that this Toby dude is even here is surprising. I'm sure he's normally holed up in some castle at the top tower eating the finest foods.
Demas leans down to Ren and he goes, "You could still wipe your ass with that gag."
Oh, I intend to.
We had a deal. We had wait.
Go ahead and wipe your ass and stick it in his mouth and let's keep going because I'm just getting tired of the diarrhea that's coming out of his mouth right now.
You maybe think that you're on the winning side of war. But if this war is all over, if this battle for power and land is all over, and everyone keeps changing, then I don't think the orcs are going to be on the winning side either.
You don't get it, sweetheart. There is no winning side.
So
We just
here
want to
you're
survive
fighting the wrong people.
as long as we can.
Hmm.
Whatever. Do what you must. Don't you have a town that's burning or something?
Yes, and you're coming with us to it.
All right, we're
This is
going to
gonna be fun
transition
for
back
us.
to the town that's burning.
We're gonna use them for kindling.
Kaida, Amaris, y'all have made it around the different houses that were blocking your path. What's up, Amaris?
So I didn't react to what I had seen.
Oh, okay.
So like still gonna keep going, but like I feel like I would try to talk and it would come out like a fucking disgruntled growl as I shook my head, trying to see if that was really still there or not as I was running.
No problem.
Okay, like
That's perfectly fine. As you guys make it round the corner, you can see Alar just hacking and slashing through easily a dozen orcs that have kind of surrounded her. One wing is folded in, and the white feathers are sprayed with blood. The arrow looks like it was mostly broken off, but it's still punctured into that wing. The other one is being systematically used as like a shield and knocking people out, almost like a third arm swinging around as she's hacking and slashing with the sword and casting radiant damage. What are y'all gonna do?
can I be aiming us towards the side that she can't defend herself?
Yeah, you can run in that direction. So I'll have you guys approach in that direction. Initiative will remain the same, so it'll be Kaida, Amaris, and then the orcs. Go ahead.
Okay, so Kaida is going to run up to her sister, and she is going to say, Elora, let me get the arrow out. Let me heal you. One moment, please.
She looks at you and she goes, "There's no time. Just we have to stop them now."
It takes 5 seconds.
Do
Take a
what you
breath.
must.
Breathe in. And can I make a medicine check to make sure that I pull out the arrow without damaging her wing?
Being that you are Asmar, even though you no longer have wings, you will retain the knowledge of your own personal wing maintenance, so you'll know how.
Okay,
It's
so
kind of
she'll
like you
pull
can
it
cut
out.
her hair better than you can cut your own type of vibe, so you'll be fine.
Yeah. And then she will cast Healing Word and heal her for 2 points of health to try to close up the wound.
You can see the wound closes up, and some of that really thin, almost like a fabric aspect of flesh forms there. The pores where feathers should be look perfectly fine. She stretches the wing out a little bit and goes, "Thanks." You have one more action you can take.
She is going to stab a bitch.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll for it.
Oh, well, is that the technical term?
Roll
is
for
the
stab a
technical
bitch?
term.
Yeah, it's actually the technical
Stab a
term. You
bitch.
rolled a stab a bitch.
Does that require concentration, or is that an instant?
It's an instant. You can't even think about it, actually. What'd you get?
I rolled a 2, so an 8.
Oh, I thought she was gonna say a 1. I was like, well,
These orcs are a little bit more agile than the previous kind of foot soldiers you guys fought before. This one was going in to attack and kind of sidesteps from your immediate stab and kind of smirks and looks at you. It's got a bit of a hammer in his hand. Amaris, what's your plan?
So I'm gonna have my back facing Kaida, kind of playing as a shield, and I'm gonna do a 2 swipe at whoever's attacking her sister on this side.
Okay, so you're going to swing at 2 of them. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Okay, so that's a die 20, because it doesn't give me an option. Oh wait, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so the first one is an 11 on the die 20, and what do I add to it? Is it an armored strike?
You're rolling a d20 and then you're adding +6.
Okay, so then it would be a 17 for the first one
That's a hit.
and a 21 for the second.
That's also a hit.
And
Okay.
it's
Um,
2d6 plus 4. Okay, so we're gonna go. All right, so that is 5 plus 4. So the first one takes 9.
pretty sure that's 11 times 2d6 plus 4.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
shit. Okay. So 11 times 5, so that's 55.
I'm going to reach out
Plus
and confirm.
four.
Hold on.
No, I think you're right. It says
I'm pretty
11
sure I'm right, but
parentheses 2d6 plus 4. Yeah, that's how the equation reads
that's
anyway.
usually how the equation reads. I just want to make sure I'm not reading it wrong. Kaida, am I reading that wrong?
Multi-attack. You're doing the bite
For
or the claws?
doing the claws.
The claws.
Claws, that is...
That is
2d6
11
plus-
times 2d6 plus 4, or is that, or is it reading it like 11 being the average?
No, 11's the average, 2d6 plus 4. So you'll
Gotcha.
roll 2d6, then you plus.
Okay, I
add
thought
4
so.
to
Yeah,
that.
it's not the times 11. Some abilities are, but not in this case. I didn't think so, but I was like, I need to double check.
It
Okay.
makes sense though. You're reading it like a math equation.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah.
that much math. Don't worry.
So the first one would take 9, and the second one would take 13.
All right. The second one looks at you as the claw just tears into its chest, goes wide-eyed and slumps over to the ground. The first one gets a nice claw across its arm and its shoulder, and it kind of like growls back at you. Orcs are notorious for roaring, but I won't do that on account of tiny humans are sleeping in the house, and I don't want to wake them. But yes, it is now their turn. You still have the spirits around you, correct?
Yes, I do. So they
Wisdom
have to
saving
make
throw
their.
first.
Yeah, give me that. Give me that
There's
sweet,
9
sweet
remaining.
damage. That's 9 wisdom.
What are they? Oh no, there are nine of them remaining. What's the number to beat?
The number to beat is 14.
They rolled 14 exact.
Okay, well they'll still give like half damage, so
Mhm.
they'll take more next round. It's fine.
What's
can
half
still-
damage for all 9?
Wow. 14. Half is 7.
Oh, okay. All of them look pretty severely hurt, except for one who's squaring off with your sister. There's 3 of you, and there's 3. Okay, so there's 3 for each of you. They're not really unified attacking. They're kind of just going in whenever they see an attack of opportunity. But they're all swinging, just like my dice, right off of my fucking table. It's a good thing I've got more.
Woohoo!
Yeah, it's down there somewhere. It's gone. Ooh, okay. I think that hits everyone. Kaida, what's your armor class?
19.
Okay. 3 of them missed you, Kaida. They came in for the weapons, but they're kind of staggering still from the spirits attack, and they're not especially coordinated and not doing a good job at hitting you. Amaris, 3 of them go to attack you, and all 3 of them hit you.
Okay.
You are taking 12 points of damage as 2 spears stab into your hind leg, and another one kind of slashes across. It aimed for your face, but you moved in time, and it clipped your shoulder.
Okay, so I'm probably going to roar because that's gonna piss me the fuck off. Which out of the 3 that hit me look the most injured?
They're all equally injured.
Okay, well then I'm gonna claw swipe.
It's not your turn.
Oh, it's not? I can't do a reaction.
No. It is now, according to your sheet, no, your bear don't have reaction.
Okay.
It would be Alora's turn. Go ahead.
Can
Trent.
I react? Can I react to my thingies
React to you.
with my warcaster?
Doesn't that react based off of when you take damage?
It's react. Let me double check. When a creature creates an opportunity attack. So if they were getting in close to me to swing at me, that would be an opportunity.
Well, no, that would just be a normal attack. That's back and forth combat. Attack of opportunity would be if they decided to flee without disengaging.
Okay. I got you.
Which they more than likely will, because they're orcs. But not this round. Alora, is locked in battle with one specifically that's got just a broadsword, and they're kind of swinging it back and forth. It's kind of hard to tell in the kerfuffle of who is winning between that fight. That'll bring it back to you, Kaida.
Kaida is going to swing her sword in the air and lower it to the center of the 3 orcs as she casts Scorching Ray at the 3 of them. So she creates 3 rays of fire and hurls them at the targets within range. So she 1 at each. Each takes 2d6 fire damage. Do you just want me to roll 1 for all of them? Okay. That is 15, 19 to hit.
You successfully hit them.
And that is 10 fire damage.
The 3 before you are just regaining composure and ready to strike when the scorching rays shoot out across the ground and engulf them in flames. They are kind of writhing in pain before they slump over and are effectively dead. There are 6 plus Alora's fight remaining. Amaris, it is your turn. Or unless you want more to do, Kaida.
She's gonna go help Amaris real quick.
Okay.
She's just gonna ready herself to do that.
No problem. Amaris?
I'm going after the next 2 closest to me. But I'm gonna do a swipe and a bite.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for each.
Okay. Alright. Oh god. Yep. Way too many. Okay, there we go. I rolled a 13 on the d20 for the first one.
Okay.
And plus 6, so that would be the swipe. So that's what, 19? God, I hate math.
That's a hit.
And then roll a 9 plus 6, so a 15 for the bite.
That's also a hit.
Oh, okay. All right, so then the 2d6. So 2d6. Okay, so that's 9 plus 4, so that's 13 for the claw and 1d8. Other one, 7, 11 for the bite.
The claw targets the one that originally you clipped his shoulder, and with the second swing you almost cleave this one in half. The gash is gaping from shoulder down across the abdomen. It kind of hunches over from the hit, staggers backwards and falls. You don't waste any time popping up on your hind legs and biting down into the side of the neck of one of the other orcs and kind of doing that ragdoll thing with your head. You can hear the noise as bones are severed in its throat and down its spine. And it drops its weapon and just collapses onto the ground.
I just picture her like having this smug, like a bear with a smug look on its face. I think, and then I guess I'll turn towards the next one, but that's it because nothing else I can do.
There were 5 remaining, but Alora has broken in combat from the main one and taken out one of the other ones. You can see her just in your peripherals standing on top of one of them with the sword through their throat, and pulls it up and turns back towards the main one and continues to engage in that fight. It is back to you, Kaida. There are 4 left.
She looks over to Amaris and she was gonna run over there and help her, and then she's like, okay. To Alora. And can she try to come up behind the other orcs to help flank them?
You can absolutely flank them. They're all the 4 remaining are 3 plus the 1 actively engaging with Alora. They're all kind of trying to fight Alora, but those 3 aren't getting too close, i.e. their backs are turned to all 3 of you. You have the sneak attack.
Okay. I'm gonna go after the big boy.
The one that your sister is fighting.
Can I get in there?
It would be 3, left, right, and behind your sister, then your sister, and then beyond that, facing you, would be the big one.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna just go. I'm gonna kill one of the little dudes.
Remember, you can target more than one.
I can target more than one.
For this special instanced combat.
Yeah, I'm gonna shank 2 people.
Okay.
And I get advantage, right?
Yes, yes, you do.
The first one is a dog shit. 13.
A little bit louder. Can you move your mic closer?
13.
First one's a 13. Okay, and the second one?
Second one's 16.
Okay, the 16 hits. You're successful hitting both of them. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Alright. 8. 11. Full damage.
As you see your sister with her back turned to you, and you can see these other 3 approaching, trying to make their attacks, you take your sword, swiftly stabbing it into the side of one. Before the second one has a chance to react, you pull it out and do the same while you're crouched down. Both of them fall over to the ground, and there is one standing that has noticed this and is no longer approaching Alora, and then there's the one Alora is fighting.
Kaida cracks her neck and uses her bonus action to cast light on her sword, and it's just like starts slow walking towards them.
Dramatic for no reason. Fuck yeah, let's go. Amaris, what are you doing?
So there's one that's still alive, correct?
Yeah, outside of the one Alora's fighting, there's one that's still up.
All right. Can I do a claw and bite? Like, cause,
Yeah.
and then another. Wait, I have a question because the bear gets 2 attacks, 1 claw and 1 bite naturally. During this instance, can I do 2 claws and a bite?
Yes.
Okay, then I would like to attempt 2 claws and a bite.
Go for it.
All right, so you're going to 3 die 20s. Oh, okay. So the first one was a 17 plus 6.
That's a hit. Next.
The second one was a 12 plus 6, so that's
a
like
hit.
18. The bite was a 4, so that was a 10.
Didn't hit. Go ahead and roll for the 2 claws.
Okay, so that is... All right, so the first one is 9 plus 5, right? Or 4.
I have to kill you. Your body will be in the ground.
Are you quite sure about that, little angel?
Would you rather it be burnt to ashes?
Ah,
I wonder how well you come back if you're just scattered pieces of dust in the wind. Are you just pieces of consciousness without a body? It sounds like true suffering, doesn't it?
he takes a step back and goes, I did not know they made 2 of you fallen monsters.
You hurt my sister.
Your sister looks to you
You're the
and goes,
reason.
Kaida, this is not the most important thing right now. And looks to the orc and goes, swear fealty that you will not return. And when your dead rise, they can leave with you. The orc hasn't said anything yet. Mars, Kaida, do you guys want to say, do?
Kaida is looking at her sword and kind of just turning it in her hand while looking up at the orc. Can I roll an intimidation check?
Yes, you can. Mars?
I am going to nod at her sister, but I have my claw, like I have my paw like ready to roll if he fucks up. Like
14.
That is high enough, but as is tradition, you're going to have to say what you would say to intimidate him. Unless it's something you'd like to do, you can also do.
She doesn't feel as if she needs to say anything as she runs a finger down her blade and just like casually casts Sacred Flame on it.
The orc squints as the flame erupts on the sword and drops his great sword and clambers to the ground and goes, "All right, I understand. I will abide by this deal and these terms. Let those of us who remain walk, and those who rise. Will you keep to your word, little angel?" And Olar nods. And the orc looks to you, Kaida, and goes, "There are many more of us. And if I fail, someone will surely take my place. How long can you protect your people?" And he takes a few steps back, preparing to leave. At this point, this does provoke an attack of opportunity. If Alora won't take it, if either of you decide to take it, then you take it. If you don't, then the orc will continue to leave.
Kaida will smile, and in a very, very snide and condescending voice, "May the light of the angel Sarenrae lead you to repent into your redemption, so that your soul may not be lost." And she'll spit on the ground.
I'm just gonna swipe at the air and snarl and then get on all fours again. Like I'm purposely just doing it, like, fuck around and find out, bro.
Alora says, "Leave now." He takes out his battle horn and with like a it's a different sound to retreat, and you can hear a lot of footsteps as different orcs from around the outpost are leaving. He doesn't say anything, just grunts and walks out of the outpost. I'll let y'all continue out of character in just a moment. Deimos, Ren, ZZ, and Toby, what are y'all up to? You're getting close to the sound. You just heard this horn go off, and you can see one by one orcs are kind of piling out and heading over some hills deeper into the Sylvan Woods.
Zizi is going to hold her sword out, kind of like blocking the party. It looks like they are retreating.
I suppose our timing would be good then.
Or very bad. We need to go find Kaida and Amaris.
Well, yes, immediately.
Zizi's gonna start running towards the outpost.
Demas is gonna try to keep pace, but he's got this. Like,
He froze, but I'm guessing because he's carrying Halo.
yeah, because
Okay.
like we know kids don't walk fast. Like he's been carrying her the whole time. He's not risking her like wandering off.
Red?
I'm gonna kind of just look Toby up and down.
Ren, bring him.
Do I have to?
Yes.
After you.
Like Demas recognizes Ren is very capable of handling both of them if necessary. Well, side up. So
I'm gonna kind of shoo Toby and the dragged along the floor Kavir ahead of me to follow him. Come on.
All right, y'all successfully make it into the town. There's a plethora of people that are dead. The fires are coming to a bit of a simmer. You're watching people who were dead slowly come back to life. Air kind of filling their lungs again and the wounds re-healing, almost like magic. And you're seeing them stand up, bones clicking back into place for some that were worse for wear. puddles of blood that they lied in almost being reabsorbed into their body as they stand up again and kind of shake their head in whatever state of confusion they found themselves in, depending on how many times exactly they may have died. One thing is definitive: this is not the first raid that they've experienced.
So this is what it looks like when we come back. Oof.
Try to talk to the nearest one. Can you point us in the direction of Alora and or Haida?
Let's see which one you run into. Where's my D4? Nice. The one that you talk to stares at you blankly.
Hello.
I believe this is what they've referred to as hollowed.
And he slowly opens his mouth and he goes, "Would you like to buy?"
I'm gonna walk away before he finishes his sentence.
Yeah, we're carrying on.
I'm gonna go over to the next person. Hey, I'm gonna kind of check them out first before I start asking questions, see if they're like conscious.
This one's a bit more conscious and is like looking around.
Hey, have you seen Alora and or her sister Haida?
Let's roll for how old this one is.
Oh Lord.
We can't make them 1 year old. Let's roll again. Can't make them 2.
The second Ren starts talking to people, that's when things happen. This is why he doesn't talk to people.
This one's 16, 16-year-old girl, and she's kind of looking at you, and she's like, "Who are you looking for?"
For Alora, your leader, or rather,
and Alora.
I think we just have to head towards where the main battle was.
You're not far from the center of this outpost, the main road that kind of goes through the entirety of the village, and that is where Kaida, Amaris, and Alora are. Is there anything else you guys want to say or do conversation-wise before you head in that direction?
Give me a rundown. What happened down here?
Do we know that Amaris? I can't remember. Do we know that Amaris no longer remembers the Sylvan Woods?
No.
I can't remember. Okay.
Kaida might have some inkling of understanding, as Kaida was there when at that moment where Amaris was like, "Where am I? What is going on?"
Thank you. Yeah, as we approach Amaris
No, before that.
No. Oh, sorry, no.
No.
Sorry.
It's easy, Ren, Toby. Okay.
We're gonna just keep going forward.
Amaris and Kaida, I'll give y'all the moment before they reconnect with y'all.
Kaida is going around to find any injured who aren't dead and using what she can to heal them, or patch them up if they are just like, if they've got scratches or if they're just like still kicking, just trying to keep them going.
No problem. Let's see if you have any fateful encounters in doing so. You come across this old man who is bleeding out but not dead, and is completely missing an arm and a leg. It is seared, and there are scorch marks on half his face, parts of his body.
She will kneel down next to him, and begin going through a prayer of healing as she casts Spare the Dying and kind of stabilizes him.
He turns his head over to you and reaches out the good arm, and it kind of like stops before it reaches your face, and he goes, "You look just like your mother."
I'm glad that you remember her too.
I'm glad you made it home to us.
I missed you all.
That's it.
And she'll try to like get him set up and sitting where he'll be a bit more comfortable.
No problem. No problem. Amaris, what about you? What are you doing? It's kind
I'm
of
gonna shift. I'm gonna shift out of bear form and look to her sister and
No, you're not.
ask if. Huh?
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
You have forgotten how to shift back.
What?
You have forgotten how to shift back.
This is gonna be glorious. Okay.
Oh shit!
Okay, chat, you
And
can
I'm gonna
resume
look-
the bear
can I
puns
see
now.
any water nearby? Because I'd really like to rinse my mouth from this orc blood.
There's a pail of water. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna just fucking nose nuzzle the pail of water to rinse my mouth out.
No problem.
Oh,
Okay, so it
I
looks like
can't
y'all aren't
just
doing anything
answer
else.
yes or no questions.
Yes, that's true. Looks like y'all aren't doing anything else, but you're all kind of in the same spot. As far as Kaida Mars. Okay, so Toby, ZZ, Ren, Demas, you guys start to approach. You can see Kaida is kind of going around healing people in the nearby vicinity, and Mars is nowhere in sight because y'all don't know Mars is a druid. And there's a bear drinking water with a cape.
Okay. Zizi is going to see this bear and scream erratically at the top of her lungs, super excited. And she's gonna say, "Puppy!" And she's gonna book it towards
he
Amara.
just like grabs at her
I'm
arm,
gonna
like
try to. I'm gonna grab her other arm too. Oh my God.
no,
Listen,
sweetie,
Easy.
no.
easy.
It's a giant fluffy dog. Look at that thing. It's so fluffy.
It is a
It's a bear.
bear.
That's a bear. That's a bear.
What is the difference? It is fluffy.
It will kill you.
It will
No.
Absolutely. Look at the size of this thing.
You know, I'm actually more scared for the bear than I am for ZZ's safety.
You make a
because
good point.
ZZ's kind of concerning. Listen, let's not run on to a bear that we don't know where it came from or if it's even friendly. As you can see, Kite is over there, so we should probably go and check on her first. And has anybody seen Morris by any chance?
I imagine
That's right.
Kaida may have heard the big
100%.
puppy yell. So she'll turn around and look and see everyone and start heading back over there. Just like, hey guys,
Hey, where's Amaris?
she's right there. What do you mean, where's she? She's right there. She'll point at
Where is the puppy?
Not a puppy. Not a puppy. Puppy?
I mean,
We don't pet
I'm
this.
gonna pull my head out of the bucket and turn towards them.
Why is she still a bear?
How did she turn into a bear?
Also that. Yes, additionally that.
magic?
I'm just gonna lay down and watch them.
Kaida
is a
will look
mark.
down at Mars. You good? You good, buddy?
Listen,
Okay.
Amaris turned into a bear. A bear, whatever that
Yes,
is.
Bear.
So can I pet it?
No.
I'll just
Oh.
nod. I'll just nod.
I guess
She,
that's a
she said
yes.
yes. She said yes. So Zizi is gonna book it
puppy.
and like, full on like latch on to the bear.
So while she's having this bear moment, so Kaida, yeah, you got your friend tied up there, or
We go.
like a friend, if we could even call him that. And we also found this very good-looking, dare I say it, individual inside of the cave, with Kavir. So yeah.
Oh, what
Is there
what
somewhere
are
we
you
could like
doing?
go to deal with them?
I mean, we could deal with them right here in the streets right now.
The
I
vast
think
majority
mean,
of
if-
the area is in shambles. The buildings are all worse for wear, so there's no real town hall or anything that you could go to.
Well, I think the first thing to deal with Kavir that we need to do is we need to find a brand and brand him as a traitor. But secondly, I think the more pressing issue is Amaris, why are you still a bear?
Why are you still a bear?
Can I attempt to like carve into the ground? I can't change back.
No.
I was gonna say,
And
I'm gonna
I feel like hold on before you carve that. Hold on.
Wow.
Before you carve that, I'm going to let you decide if you want me to reveal the second half of this now or the second half of this later. Now, if I reveal it now, it'll be nicer. If I reveal it later, it won't be. You'll get the full
Now.
brunt of it. You want it now?
Yes.
Okay. As you're lying there, before you have the thought to write into the ground, you feel like you're falling asleep. And as you begin to doze off, the bear form of you is still awake. This time, it's doing nothing.
So I'm still a bear. Okay. So like hold on. So my human self is falling asleep, and the only thing conscious is like the primal bear side of me.
Correct.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna do a question mark then.
You can't do that because you're a bear now.
I'm a bear. Okay.
You're just a bear
Yeah,
right
I don't
now.
think bears can write.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh.
I guess just shrug. I know ZZ's all over me, so they may not see it, but just bear shrug.
I will give you, and I'm reaching into the vast, not really limited knowledge of bears that I have. I will give you the ability on a human to bear interaction to open doors, wave, and hug.
I'm just gonna hug ZZ since ZZ's fussing. So I'm gonna give ZZ like a hug because she's all excited because I can't comprehend really what's like. I can kind of comprehend what's going on, but like
you're getting to the
I
point
can't.
mentally where you can't even understand what they're saying. You're kind of slipping away.
Are there any like visual cues to us that that's happening
Not yet.
externally? Okay.
Zizi is aggressively scratching her ears. What a giant fluffy ear! It's so cute. She's gonna like grab her face. Look at
What's
I'm gonna
going
give her
on?
one
What's
lick
going on, Toby?
across the side of the face.
So you guys have a pet bear?
Yes.
No, it's our
Wow.
friend who's a druid that appears to be stuck.
A
Maybe
bear.
she just wants to
A
be
bear.
in bear form right now. You know, I don't think she wears clothes under her robe, and like maybe she just doesn't want to shift out in public like this. Maybe she's being
Stop.
respectful. There are children.
There are children.
I don't think that's a druid. I think it's a bear.
That is Amaris.
That's Amara's, yeah.
As you are
Okay.
all saying this, Alora kind of drops to her knees and is just like visually fatigued. We'll get back to that in just a minute. We're going to go ahead and take a break because we've been going ham. So let's all take a break. Let me switch over to the intermission screen so y'all can have your therapy. I hope y'all are enjoying it. One more time real quick. Never mind, I put all the stuff away. We got merch. It's on its way. That's about it. I'll pause the music and let Deontay come over here and bother y'all.
I gotta pee. I need wine, and then I gotta vent.
Yeah.
Something I didn't know existed are sweating right now.
That freaking hurt. What's up, gamers? Welcome back to another therapy session here with Ren, the most sane in this episode for some reason, even though he's criminally insane. How goes it? How's everybody doing? How are ya? Mid-episode check. Everybody good? Everybody vibing out? Listen, I know that this specific point in time right now might be unbearable for some of you guys, but bear with me.
Oh my god, I hate it.
I couldn't help it. It was right there. It was right there. Listen. Yeah, if you guys were to be a druid and you had to wild shape into any creature, what creature would that be? Don't boo me. Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. If you could shapeshift into a creature, what would you shapeshift into? Can I get a focus? There we go. Oh. Guys, this is scary. This is scary. We have a bear in our party now. We have a demon child that we don't know is a demon child. Okay, come on, Panthers in the chat. Let's give it up for both squads for nobody dying so far. We love to see that. No murders happened within our party. Not yet, at least, exactly. I'm like, oh, there's still time. Yeah, I did bring them back. A unicorn. Jilly, that says so much about you, specifically. All good things, I swear, but it says so much about you as a person. I think I would be... What the hell would I be? I think I'd be a ferret. Because they're just super, like, wiggly, and I like wiggling. There we go. Hi. While we're waiting for the intermission to end, make sure you guys are checking us out on TikTok at Roll for Trauma. We post content on there. That's also very fun. Make sure you guys stick around to the end so you can check out all the players' socials and stuff, so that we can.
Yeah, they can't hear us now.
Interact with everybody there as well.
Okay.
Okay, usually he mutes us on the stream, so like.
Oh, just kidding. We aren't muted.
I was like, are we? I mean, usually we aren't, if I'm not mistaken. We just can't see you visually, but we can still hear everything you say. You guys
Well, it's okay. We're going to group therapy this time.
Oh Lord.
We need group therapy at this point. Where's my therapist?
I'm
It's here.
They can hear you guys in 4K.
In a 4K. Hell yes.
Wow.
Yikes.
Oh,
What about 4.1K?
Ooh, look at
Don't
you.
do this to me.
This is the first
ZZ,
time.
we're gonna be best friends.
Yeah, no, you're gonna remember that you're a bear. You're gonna just turn into a bear like Brave style and fuck me up. That's what's gonna
No,
happen.
but because you were showing me affection when my human form went to sleep, I feel like bear form's going to remember that you are like friend.
I don't know. I think you're.
I'm very curious about that. Where are the
Yeah.
worms coming into play?
Yeah, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, it's from Brave. Water has worms in it. I can't do a
I've never
Scottish,
seen that.
Irish accent or whatever.
I have never. Ouch! Never. Ouch!
You watch out for the desk.
Definitely Scottish.
Scottish, thank you. I couldn't even remember the nationality of the people on Brave.
Like, it's just very inconvenient for her because she got stuck as one of the biggest things she could be stuck as, and it's like, okay, that's cute. Fun for you.
I don't know, I have a feeling you're about to lose control of your character. Like, you're gonna... Oh my god.
I guess I'm gonna be the first one killed off.
You can't be the first one killed off. It's no.
No, I mean, I'm sorry, you guys. If I fucking lose all connection to the people in the party and I go feral, you're gonna have to put me down.
I wonder if you died in bear form, if you would come back in elf form.
Okay,
it's like
so my
I
thing
don't
is,
want to find out because I don't want to lose a piece of myself. I'd rather just be a bear.
Well, no,
so I'm
but
gonna
I'm just
brief
saying.
D&D rule tangent. Druids can only wild shape for an hour within 5e rules. So I am very curious to see if that is going to be changed or adjusted,
Right.
or
For homebrew.
if it's going to be the same. Because honestly, what are rules anymore? What are
We
rules
don't have
here?
those here.
What are
We don't have
rules but just
I,
like
I'm
suggestions that
quaking
we
in my
abide by?
pants.
Yeah, go.
So, mystery.
Oh my gosh. He's not here.
He's getting popcorn.
Ah.
Yeah, it's popcorn time.
Yeah.
Which
Hey,
means
guess what,
now the
guys?
second
Hey,
house
guess
is
what?
about to get
I think
unhinged.
I earned this. I think I earned this.
Good job.
Why do you?
But Zizi, at least we're gonna be best friends for a little bit because I just slurped you across your face. Okay, like
I mean, yeah, I think we're gonna be friends for a little bit, but as soon as like that bear starts taking over, Zizi is fucked because she has no idea what a bear is or what it can do.
right.
Look, when the bear just starts going crazy, I can cast Calm Emotions, and then the bear
I'm
will
out
be
this
fine.
piece. Have fun. Make sure you grab some candy on the way out the door. This has been Therapy with Ren.
I love how Ren gives y'all therapy and Ren needs therapy. It's a
Badly.
it's
That's
beautiful.
Brittley.
All right, I
So
got my
mystery.
popcorn.
We're giving him
I'm so
anger
sorry, my
management
bagel's
classes,
taking
though.
too long.
No worries, you got time.
Okay.
Apparently, I provide anger management for Red.
So mystery, I have a question.
I have an answer, maybe.
Okay, so I
Popcorn.
have a sneaky suspicion that Zizi and Baramaris are going to be close longest because like Zizi was showing love before human form went to sleep.
I'm not hearing a question.
Okay, I'm really scared that I'm like wild shape's only supposed to last like 2 hours in game. Like I don't know what's happening, and I'm scared.
Still not hearing a question.
You're making a bunch of sentences.
Forever.
You're gonna be stuck as a
boy.
bear forever?
Oh,
No, I'm gonna be stuck like a bear forever.
That's a great question.
Mm.
You know, as a politician, I recognize that many great questions have been asked tonight. I think that it's important for us to understand that we need to come together as a group and fight tyranny instead of dealing with the problems of the individual. What does it matter if
If I go feral and start attacking people in the party, that's a party problem, not an individual problem.
who the fuck? Who put Alexander Hamilton here?
Right. Look, I'm like, listen, I wish
I open my mouth to scream, but I can make no sound.
Because I am bear.
popcorn's good. All right, we are switching back. Are y'all ready?
No, but yes,
Nope.
I got my wine.
No one
It's
judges
fine.
me for eating my bagel on
I don't know how to play like an animal with no connections. I have no idea how I'm gonna play the rest of the day.
Act like a bear.
feral.
We'll see.
I know nothing about bears. Like they go to sleep during the winter.
They eat fish.
Yep, they eat fish.
They are constantly motivated by food.
They
talk to
protect
boys
their
that are a lot
young.
younger and smaller in stature than them. Oh,
I
sorry.
swear to God, leave the twinks out of this.
It's still Pride Month.
Love it here.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why
You, yeah, it's you.
Right, it's me. I'm the problem.
It's you, yeah.
Collectively.
Oh, we know what Ren's next TikTok is gonna be.
Jesus Christ, stop it. No, stop. Don't do it. Get it right.
Do it. You're gonna
All
hear a
right.
tiny demon halo in your ear. Do it.
I'm switching you guys over.
We're being switched.
Bitch, that's me.
And we're back once again. So, Alora just collapsed onto the ground. What y'all doing?
We're gonna run over to Laura.
I'm just
Easy.
enjoying the ear scratches.
Zizi's still petting the bear.
Looking on with concern.
I'm gonna turn to Toby. So, since the orc raid is over and you have him tied up, what do you plan on doing?
Well, it seems like you guys had a bear, so no wonder that was cleaned up very quickly.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
I never thought a war bear would come in handy.
Some people are just more creative than others.
War bear.
Zizi's
Someone
like,
check the sobriety of the bear, please.
Zizi's like still aggressively like giving the bear scritches. Are you a war bear? You are a war bear.
Roll
That's a
over
good
onto
war
my
bear.
back.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, real quick, Onyx, you have frozen.
Wheeze.
Yeasties.
We'll give Onyx a moment.
Just one though, not two.
Kaida, are you saying anything to Allura?
I'm asking her what's going on, how she's doing.
She's got her fist balled up and she's kind of crying, but it's a very angry cry.
Okay, I think I know what's going on. I got you. She'll walk over and she'll just like kneel down with her. And put her hand on her shoulder. Would you like to talk about it?
She shakes her head. Oh, everyone has shifted over, but Amaris will be back. No worries. Discord broke it.
I'm so
We're having
blonde.
fun with it right now.
Oh, look, I'm so sassy.
Talk about therapy. I am red and I am angry at
We
everybody.
are so off track.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties.
No problem. It happens.
Did you guys hear me roll onto my back so ZZ could just like fuss over me? Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying, Kaida?
How can I help you now?
She, like, through her teeth, kind of just grits. I just want to kill all of them.
You know that is not the way.
The ways are gone.
They will simply rise again. We must move on like the old ways. Take those who still can remember, who can still travel, and you be their savior. You lead them to safety.
What's everyone else up to?
Wait.
I'm gonna go ahead and walk over to them. The angels.
Oh, you mean like the NPCs in the town?
No. Kaida and
Oh, gotcha. Okay,
Laura.
no problem.
At least from what I can see that they're angels. I'm not too sure what they are, nor do I care.
You can definitely still see Allura's wings.
I'm just gonna crouch on down. Tough fight, huh?
Who the fuck are you?
Allura looks and glares at Toby.
Do you think we should have introduced them? Demon's like says in Ren's direction. No? Okay. This will be fun.
Kaida's warily putting her hand on her sword. She's like side-eyeing.
Hi.
Hello.
Allura goes,
are you?
if you did not help, then you have no business here.
Can Ren and Demas hear that conversation, or are we just out of earshot?
You're like just out of earshot. You can feel like maybe tension's rising. But you're not getting a play for play. They're all kind of crouched down and huddled up together.
While they're having this conversation, I'm gonna kind of turn and just look at Halo. Hey, are you okay?
Halo is staring at Toby.
Ooh, a thing that I'll tell the others in a minute. But she talked a minute ago, like a hot minute ago. But she said words. That might be important.
Wait, she talked?
Yeah, she only said 2 words, but like,
What did
thought
she
it might-
say?
it was when we were leaving into the desert. She said, "I know." I have no idea what it means, but like, feels like it matters.
Well, look at her and then look in the direction that she's looking at Toby, and then kind of look back at her.
She's not glaring or anything. She's still got a blank face. She's just looking at Toby.
Can
She hasn't done
Amaris-
anything since.
Can Amaris see Halo?
Amaris or Bear Mars?
Bear Mars.
I'm
Yes.
screaming.
Bear Mars is gonna immediately like pop up and kind of look scared.
Okay.
What is wrong? Hello?
And I'm looking
Amaris.
dead at Halo. Like,
Amaris.
Fucking weird.
Zizi's gonna like boop Amaris's nose repeatedly.
and I'm gonna back up.
Azizi,
Hold on. Is there a reason in particular that you're having this type of reaction to Halo?
A frightened reaction. Do you not remember what happened? Like, it would. Okay, let me ask this. Would Bear Mars remember Grudge Halo?
Oh,
Grudge Halo.
that's actually a
I
good question. Hold on.
can't stop this.
Both Amaris and Bear Mars would remember. So yes.
All right, so I'm
Definitely
gonna be a
justified
little
reaction.
startled
No problem.
by Halo.
No problem.
Okay. And
That's
then I'm gonna kind of start going toward Toby again. So now that the big imminent threat is kind of gone, what's your reasoning for being here? And be honest.
Yeah, well, following this guy, Kavaris, he had some sort of information on missing sister. And obviously, once I found him, I found nothing of my sister.
What was your sister's name?
Did you help?
I shall keep an ear out for her. Do you share the same face?
No. We don't.
So she doesn't look like you?
No.
No.
More of a half sister.
I can understand that.
Her name is Vassell. Kind of war orphans, if you would, as a sister.
We had many of those in the outpost.
Oh, I'm aware. Being up and down here.
So what are we doing with Kavir?
Honestly, whatever you want to do with them.
Laura goes, kill him.
Wouldn't it be better to disfigure him?
He'll come back.
Do brands
He won't
heal?
remember you.
Do tongues heal? Do eyes?
He deserves to feel what everyone in this town has felt.
But how will that matter if he cannot remember it? Or if he is hollowed? Let him suffer a bit before something in the woods picks him off.
Does it not matter to our neighbors?
How about?
She has a
This is
point.
very true, but this is very bold of me to say, and it might just be for lack of being, I'm around too many people, so my regular demeanor is starting to dwindle. But maybe we should try and get some more information out of him that might help us for the next impending attack, or get us some type of information so we can stop the orcs in general, so you don't have to keep having this happen, and then you can do what you want with them.
Though the
I
orcs
believe
will
in-
not be coming back.
No, that orc and his legion will not be coming back. They stay true to their word, but there are many, and someone will surely take his place. That is why we must still leave.
I never said you should stay. This is not safe here.
Where will you go? And can we be of assistance?
Is there a way to take them to the Nexus?
Toby, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen this girl by any chance? And I kind of turn him into the direction of Halo.
I can't see her too well.
Answer my question.
That is
I
strange.
can't see her too well.
Oh, you can't see her too well. Got it. Sorry.
I was like,
That's a child you've had bundled up?
yeah, totally.
I mean,
Excuse me, why have you been bundled like with children?
bundled is
We're in
a
the middle
strange
of
word. She's just wearing
raid?
regular clothes.
Oh,
It's very, yeah, and I don't think you really want random children just running out in the middle of a
check.
raid.
Drink or else.
Hydro. Oh, come on.
Reference
ASMR.
Halo is like a 4-year-old child. But Demas, to remind you, you have carried Halo up until
For
getting
a
into
while.
the town. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and put her down. She's 4. She's probably getting pretty friggin' heavy. Come on, put her down and hold her hand.
I'll kind of turn back and then talk to Halo. Halo, you're not much for words in general, but have you seen this man before?
Demas looks at the others and goes, "Oh, yeah, I let Ren know, because we had 2 seconds, but she talked. That's weird, right?
What did she say?
Well, it was when we were leaving town. All she said was, 'I know.' Hadn't really had a whole lot of opportunity to let you guys know, but it's weird, right? I want to know what she knows."
She doesn't say anything and just continues to look at Toby.
gonna come
This
up
is
to the
pretty far.
child.
Sorry.
Her
Par
gaze
for the
follows
course,
yours
yeah.
as you're towering over this 4-year-old.
I'm gonna just, come down.
I'm gonna hold a dagger kind of at the side of his neck when he gets down to her level. Don't try anything funny.
I think it's all right this time.
I think you should ask that to yourselves, carrying around a child past the desert into the mountains.
It's not the first time I've adopted.
When
Irrelevant.
someone tells you to take care of the magic bean kid, you take care of the magic bean kid.
The magic bean kid.
It's an inside joke that we have. There's certain things that we should keep as inside jokes, Kaida. Otherwise, they're not so inside anymore.
Why are you keeping jokes inside?
Maybe keep our thoughts inside.
I'm gonna walk over to her sister.
fuck you.
Alora, is there anything we can do to assist you guys right now, whether it's to help get the injured somewhere safe or help you guys start to leave out of this area? Because these guys clearly don't know what they're doing anymore, and I really don't want to stick around with them much longer.
Laura's not saying anything. She's kind of just sitting there, kind of catching her breath. Her eyes are closed. You can tell she's a bit shaken, even though she's seasoned with battles and stuff. There's a part of her that just doesn't connect with it and enjoy it. She's definitely a do what she has to do type of fighter.
This is very much not like ZZ.
I'm gonna try to attempt to put a hand of like comfort on her shoulder.
The wing kind of knocks your hand off.
Listen, it's never easy to lead when all you want to do is run. Trust me, I get it. And I'm not saying that you have to have all the answers or that you have to be super tough for everybody. You have feelings too. Remember that. I kind of get up and then walk back over towards where Demas and Halo are standing.
I'm just kind of looking panicked to ZZ and back to Halo with like just like full grown like skittish bear.
Kaida stands up from where her sister is and, to give her privacy, walks over to where they're standing around Halo and looks at Mr. Bloodaxe.
Ooh.
So Elora says he should die. Thoughts?
He definitely has a handkerchief in his mouth.
That may or may not contain some other material on said handkerchief, but we're not going to talk about that.
We don't need to talk about it.
What did you put on the handkerchief?
Don't
We're
worry
not
about
gonna
it.
talk about that. Listen, shit happens.
Literally. Huh?
Are y'all taking off the handkerchief?
What?
Yeah, I'll reach over while she's asking him the question and kind of yank it out really quickly and then toss the handkerchief somewhere else.
He goes, I remember. Get me out of this thing. I don't want to be here.
You remember?
He goes, untie me, I'll tell you.
But then you can run.
He goes, there's way too many of you for me to get away. Just untie me, please.
You start talking and we like what you're saying, we might consider it.
He goes, listen, if I talk like this, I'm dead. I'd rather run after I tell you.
As in, there's someone watching? Or you're cursed?
Are you going to help me or not? I'm not playing the 21 questions before you untie me. Untie me, and I'll let you know. Otherwise, I might as well just stay silent, because I'm as good as dead.
Tavares, what do you have to say?
He looks over to Toby, and kind of like shudders and tries to take it like inch away.
What is it that you roll when you're trying to see if you believe somebody? I can't remember.
You can search
totally
for their
blanking.
insight, so roll for insight.
Insight, okay. I'd like to roll for insight. Which is not bad. That's a dirty 20.
You can tell that it's not a scheme or a ploy. Something scared him. Something that he remembered, maybe, based off his words, something he remembered scared him.
Okay. This feels too real, guys. Maybe we untie him? We are surrounding him. Where is he gonna go?
I want a leash attached to his belt.
Attach a leash.
Okay. I will do just that as they untie him.
He doesn't say anything as he gets untied. And as soon as he's out and you've like attached the leash, How close would you say you are as you're attaching this leash? You like right next to him? You're tying the knot itself?
Mm-hmm.
He whispers something to you. Let's see. I'm just gonna casually message it to you, so you're the only one who can hear it.
Not.
This is DM bullying.
Secrets don't make friends, but they make great campaign moments.
While all this is happening, Zizi is desperately trying to get Amaris to communicate with her.
I'm gonna walk over to those two because she's been unchecked for a little bit too long, and I'm thoroughly convinced she's rubbed all the fur off of this bear.
Let's actually go ahead and roll a percentage die and see how the bear's doing. Oh, you're still only half faded out. You're doing okay, Amaris.
Okay, so I can kind of understand my. Hold on.
Yeah.
So I can understand these are good people. I'm confused because of Halo, like memories melded type deal.
Exactly.
Okay, so I'm still like scooching away from Halo, like kind of like and just panicking and looking at ZZ for help, but like I can't communicate. So I'm probably whimpering because I'm scared because I don't know why I'm a bear still. I don't know whether that thing's a demon, and ZZ's my only company.
Because you have all of this going on, go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw.
God damn it! What is with these 8s? It's an 11.
That is not high enough. All of these heightened emotions are accelerating your transformation into a full bear. You're going to lash out and hit someone. Let's see, who's nearest to you right now? ZZ?
Well, I kept scooching back, but ZZ would technically.
ZZ, what's your armor class?
Oh boy, my armor class is That's a very good question. Where does it say that?
It's in a
Should be
shield,
like a shield
towards the
shape.
top, under speed.
15.
You're definitely hit.
Cool.
Has Amaris in bear form kind of backhands you and roars a little bit with it's a roar of confusion and fear and almost lashing out to protect themselves.
Is ZZ knocked back by this?
You are knocked back. Well, it doesn't knock you back, so no, you're not knocked back, but you do take 11 points of damage.
Okay. ZZ is gonna, like, she falls back, like, stumbles back a little bit, and, like, scrambles up. And, Amaris, what the heck?
ZZ, step back.
From what? Why?
I don't think she's safe anymore.
What does that mean? I thought you said bears were friendly.
No, we did not.
sneak
We
up
very
behind her.
specifically said they were not.
To try and animal handle.
Do we need to
Her.
put the bear down?
No.
Don't touch the bear.
Go ahead and roll
Well,
that
they're all-
animal
I'm gonna
handling ring.
kind of.
Right, I'm
Can
like,
I-
while they're all debating, let me
Yeah,
fucking-
you can roll it.
Can I kind of whimper like I came to after I made contact?
No, you haven't come to yet.
Oh no,
Okay.
18. I'm a liar.
18?
18.
I believe Amaris' armor class is a 16. Yep, so you're good. You are handling the animal.
I am handling.
I
Amaris,
needed a man.
get a grip.
Mars, you're feeling a
Breathe.
sense of calmness that's kind of restoring you a little bit. Not back to normal, but back to calm.
Can I realize what I did and kind of whimper?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of like pat her. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. I know it was an accident.
Well,
I
y'all
can
are sorting
tell.
through that, Kaida.
What does that 17 get me?
The way his voice shuddered as he even whispered it, like he dared to not say it, even though you may not understand everything that he has said, there's not an ounce of lying. But you also perceive, though, we're already dead. Not as in you're dead in some weird afterlife, but like, if any of you make the wrong move, that could be your last.
She will nod and take the gag to put it back in his mouth. Or wait, no, Ren grabbed it, so she'll like tear a piece of fabric off of her cloak and do that.
He looks at you wide-eyed, but doesn't say anything.
And she'll just nod at him slowly and like attach the rope that's attached to his waist to hers and turn to Toby. He'll be staying with us. We'll handle him. Thank you.
Okay. Perfect. So the exchange is complete, and I try and pick up the child over my shoulder.
You are not
Absolutely not.
kind
You
of pulls
have
out her sword.
all moved away from the child. The child makes no response, and Toby does successfully pick up the child.
I never let go of her hand.
You didn't?
No.
Okay, well, Toby's definitely holding the child from that crouched position.
Demas,
Should probably let go.
I will absolutely not be doing that. Thank you.
Should probably let go.
Kaida will cut the rope between her and Kavir. You're not taking Halo anywhere.
Always the hard way.
I mean, taking children that aren't yours isn't exactly something that's copacetic in most places.
Same should be said with you. Not your child either.
I would beg to differ.
Take them into a war zone.
Better than leaving them to starve in the wild.
Better the animals than the war.
What do you presume to know about this child, Avalon?
It's funny to hear that name out loud. As I stand up and draw my sword.
Amaris is going to fixate on Toby because she knows she has connections to those in the party but has no idea who he is, and she's going to fixate on him and start snarling.
I'm gonna turn in response to her doing that and see that he pulled out a sword. I'm gonna pull out my 2 daggers. What the fuck is going on?
Demas pulls out his hand axe.
Zizi is going to turn and see this interaction, and she is going to shift into her snake form.
It's different.
Snake. She's going to basically dash towards Toby.
I'm gonna see her dash past me. I'm like, when the fuck could she do that? Oh my god. There's just too many things going on with this party, I swear.
Toby / Avalon.
I'm gonna go ahead and just dive my sword into Demas here.
Oh!
You gotta roll to
not
hit
into
Demas.
Grandpa.
Go ahead, roll to hit. Demas, what's your AC? A 12? All right, all you need is a 20. Oh, not 12, 20. All you need is a 12 or higher to hit.
That
Get in
is a
11.
20, actually, a nat 20.
Jesus Christ.
All right, so that will be double damage. Go ahead and choose an element.
Fire.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your.
Bastard.
Go ahead and roll the dice damage for the fire.
This is- That's a 9.
Okay. So you're going to get double damaged. The sword pierces into you, Demas. And damn, you chose of all the people you chose. Just well done.
Fuck you.
The sword pierces into you, Demas, and almost immediately you can feel your blood almost erupt in flame as you take 38 points of damage. The flame spreads and it engulfs your body. And then there's a sickening calmness. And everything goes black. Your hands feel heavily weighted. You can feel an aching pain on your knees, like you've been on your knees for a long time. And as you open your eyes, you find yourself chained to a cave. For the rest of you, you see Demas get stabbed through the chest, erupt in flame, and disappear.
I'm gonna charge him.
I'm gonna burn that.
I'm gonna
bitch
go
alive.
at him with a fucking claw. I'm serious. I'm gonna charge him. I'm already heightened, like I'm semi-calm because of Ren, and I just saw him hurt somebody I have a connection to. I'm gonna charge him, and I'm gonna go at him with a claw.
If you're going to do that, I'm gonna have to roll your how much bear you are again.
It would have triggered me.
Yep.
That's a connection. I have to take it.
Okay. You are successfully charging at him. You'll have it.
Jump on her back while she's charging at him.
That's up to Amars. Can Ren jump on your
I'm not
back?
gonna notice. He's very small.
I'm gonna stop calling me small.
Okay. So Ren, you successfully jump on their back. Amars, you're charging. Toby, Avalon, you have a dexterity saving throw to not get hit by the charge. Otherwise, you'll be knocked down.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20 for my
You'll have to beat that
roll
20.
to hit.
Oh, it's 19.
19. All right, so you get hit, and the sword kind of flies out of your hand and out of the spot that it was kind of floating. And there is a bear on top of you.
An instance when she tackles him.
You're too quiet, Ren.
Oh, shit, my bad. Pulled that all the way. In that instance, after she clearly knocks him over when she charges him, I'm going to jump down and then instantly stab him in both of his eyes with both daggers, kind of like piercing him like that.
You'll be able to roll with advantage because they
Yes.
are pinned.
Oh, yes.
So you're gonna have to roll both daggers twice and pick the higher set of numbers.
Okay, so first one was 7. The second one is 9.
Those are misses.
I know. I looked at it.
I
I'm like,
know.
bullshit.
Do I need to roll damage for claw, or do I have to roll to hit again?
You've already used your action to tackle, basically. To charge and tackle.
Okay.
How far away is ZZ?
You're within 5 feet at this point.
Okay. She is going to attempt to grapple this man.
He's already grappled because the bear's
Yeah.
on top.
Okay. Then she is going to use She's going to use. She's going to cast poison spray.
You're going to hit other people.
Really?
Well, right now, Ren is basically sitting on the chest of Avalon with two daggers by his throat, but missed. Amaris has got the rest of his body pinned down. Kaida can't be far behind. So poison spray, they're all occupying the same space. Poison spray will hit all of them.
Okay, then instead she's just going to go up to him and pull her scimitar and point it at him and ask, "What did you do with Demas?"
Kaida,
Can I start casting Zone of Truth?
Yes, you can.
Charisma saving throw. 14 against Mr. Avalon, please.
That's a 15.
Can I use my inspiration to make him reroll that?
You can't make enemies reroll. But you...
Okay, I
you
can
can't roll
dream.
either. Yeah, sorry. That would be
I
awesome.
can dream. Okay. Well, there goes that spell slot.
Avalon, what are you doing?
Laura, can you be a deer and help out?
Laura hears this and twitches. Almost as immediately as he says it, this command, you can see her body kind of lock up. And there's a part of her that is fighting every urge to abide by the command. But this dark smoke starts to flow around her body, and it gets absorbed into the white of her wings, and her hair starts to gray out. She stands up slowly and turns and looks at all of you and goes, "As you wish, Lord Avalon," and draws her sword. And that's the end of episode 3.
What the fuck?
Holy shit!
Meanwhile, Demas.
Oh, I love Meanwhile.
A figure starts to manifest in front of you from a single ember into a growing flame as it comes into focus. A demon looks down at you, and
He's
with
hot.
a clawed chin, it raises your head up and it goes, "Did you really think we were going to let you go after what you did?" And that is the end of episode 3.
Oh my god.
Find out what happened to Demas on their Game 0 on Thursday. Oh man, how y'all doing?
So remember when you guys tuned in to this channel and it's called Roll for Trauma, and you see how everybody in this party is traumatized as fuck right now? You did so good, DM. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, thank you.
What?
I'm traumatized 3 times.
Lord Avalon? What the fuck?
As
Kaida's gonna have so many trust issues.
I just want to say thank you actually to our guest star NPC for doing a fantastic job of bringing the characters along and them not knowing, do we trust them, do we not trust them, what's going on? And he's like, you know what, all right, well, time for me to do what I'm here to do. And it was like, the execution was flawless.
Avoided every question, every single one.
Fantastically.
Everyone. Beautifully.
Oh my god.
Job well done.
Why are we
Kaida's
friends?
never trusting anyone ever again.
I was literally just, I was like,
Cole's
yeah,
never
he's a
trusted
bounty
anyone
hunter. All right,
again.
cool. Let's go. Oh no.
Man, that was beautiful.
Oh, what are we gonna do?
That's a great
Don't
question.
touch our baby.
We'll have to find out later. We're going to start from left to right. Please tell the people who you are, who you play, and where they can find you. Drop your social medias. Go ahead, Amaris.
I'm Onyx. I play Bamaris. Sorry. And you can find me on TikTok, IC Onyx, and also Roll for Trauma every, Tuesday and Thursday, something like that.
My name is Cole, and I play Demas Andreas. You can find me here every Tuesday and Thursday, crying my eyes out on Roll for Trauma.
I'm Robin, and I play Kaida. And you can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Trippy Thistle, or here on Tuesdays at Roll for Trauma.
I'm Deontay. I play Ren Folkor. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Dapper_Macon 2.0. You can find me in the trenches helping my friends get out of the trauma that they're in. And you can find me here on Roll for Trauma.
Oh my gosh. I am Violet. I play ZZ Mahias. You can find me on TikTok at Violently Colored, and here Tuesday nights Roll for Trauma.
And just like everyone else said, cool. My name is Oak.
Yeah. Oak plays Avalon, aka Toby, and he will be back for episode 4. So get more of that handsome face with the handsome black guy, as every one of you players decided to say. And you know me already. My name is Eddie. You have all been fantastic. This was amazing, and I cannot wait to see what happens next week on Roll for Trauma. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.